Hey guys, let's turn ourselves into Elsa. Alright, so I used my Super Elixir oil because it has a ton of different oils in it. It's great for skin. Makes you look dewy. Awesome. Of course, I concealed my lids. Used my Morphe X Neon palette for the cut crease. And then concealer, of course. This took me a little bit of time. And it will take you practicing a cut crease. I've practiced so much and I have hooded eyes, so it's hard. But I love the way that they look. So I probably spent maybe an hour on this look, but it was worth it. I did a light brown brow with my little curved Real Techniques brush. I always fade it out towards the middle. I don't make that harsh line going down in between my brows. And I just kind of flick up into the hairs, spray my beauty blender with setting spray, and I used my light to medium shade in the CC Cream, always my Pharmacy CC Cream, and that or my VFX foundation. I switch between the two, but those are my favorites. I know that wig tape is everywhere. Okay, so I contoured with my contour stick, and it's super, super easy to use, very buttery consistency. I've used it for, I don't know, a couple years now, I think. Nose contour was probably the hardest thing for me to get decent at because, I don't know, sometimes it just turns out looking a little wonky. So I used my Real Techniques brush, the double-sided one. It's all linked to my bio, but this one's my favorite one to use for contouring in general. So I use the small end for my nose. I blend it out, and then typically what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll grab concealer and put it on the bridge of my nose. Just a very, very, very small dab of the very light colored concealer that I use. And then put it on the tip end of my nose and a little bit on the outside of the bridge of my nose on both sides. And then I just blend until it looks right. Typically, there I am singing again. Typically, I end up liking it after I do the concealer a second time, which is fine. You just do trial and error with makeup. There's no exact right or wrong way to do it. Some people will be like, oh, you have to do it this way. I think makeup is for creativity, so I think it's a good thing. It's a good, healthy outlet. I do it because I enjoy art and also because it helps me cope with my emotions. So I think it's a good thing. So this is what I was talking about. And then I kind of put some right underneath the inner corners of my eyes, middle of my forehead there, and then underneath my cheekbones and on the tip of my chin. Blend that out really, really well. I use my concealer brush for this part, and then I like to use my pinky if it gets any kind of wonky, or if I feel like it'll buff it out better with my pinky, because sometimes the brushes just don't do what I want them to. Liquid blush. I love my liquid blush. Super buttery as well. It looks like it would be super red, but it doesn't turn out that much. And you don't have to use very much at all. I've had that same tube for a long time. And then lip liner, of course. I wanted a nude lip, but I wanted it to be subtle. So what I did was I did like a brown liner with my little curved brush. It was the same one I used for my brows, I believe. And then I waited not long enough for it to dry, but I put Cool Beige Matte Liquid Lipstick over it, and then I blended it with my pinky finger so that it would look like an ombre lip, which obviously is my favorite, because if you guys have watched any of my videos, you know how I am about contouring and ombre lips. And then this is called Unicorn Snot, like literally, that's the name brand of this glitter that I'm using, which I think is really hilarious. Tarte Shape Tape, and then I just blend that out with my pinky as well. Super duper easy lip combo. But it's good to have a healthy outlet because I struggle super hard with my mental health, and lately I've been having tons of panic attacks. So doing my makeup really helps alleviate some of that. And I just like to make pretty things. I love this color from my Maroon palette. It's like an aqua, almost like a little bit teal, but not really. But definitely blend really well if you're going to do any kind of look like this. Like this one, those are water-based, and they blend really good. But, yeah, that's the closest thing I had in my closet to an Elsa dress. It was like 20 bucks at a Marshall's. But it was fun to record the look and take the pictures. I wish I could wear that wig all the time. But, yeah, I hope that everyone has had a great weekend. Say your affirmations. Don't forget how awesome you are. Bye, guys.